Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to
Smash like.
That right there is now our advertisement. I'm just cut out the like, comment, subscribe. It's just gonna be that.
Dab on that bell.
Dab on that bell.
Welcome to HEETwave. It's the podcast where we talk about video games occasionally. I would like to introduce everyone to Brittany Saturn.
Ooh, you did me first this time.
I know,
Throw me off.
Fancy.
Jairus Mitchell.
Hi.
And, of course...
And why?
Ooh, why?
Ooh, ask me
Chris, it's the Hutch
questions.
Hutcherson.
It's the Hutch is my middle name. Don't worry now.
His parents were very strange.
It's a very strange... It's like, not only just Hutch, but it's the Hutch.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Hutch, it's the Hutch.
I know what your real middle name is. All right.
Hutchworth.
Hutchworth.
Exactly.
Hutchington.
Hutchington.
Secret no more.
Admiral Hutchington.
Admiral Hutchington.
You know, we need...
He sounds like the kind of admiral that would make like a really big mistake in the Napoleonic War, but still come out kind of okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I'd
he
have a
sounds-
really good like mustache, and
You'd
everyone
have
would
a
just
great
love
hat too.
It.
At least, okay, we're going to have to make
I
an
think it
image of
sounds-
that.
Yes.
I think it sounds like a military-themed teddy bear.
Ooh, yeah. Admiral Huggington.
Huggington.
So when...
I'm gonna be a Build-A-Bear option in my future. Is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, well, I
Well, we
mean, you
did
got to
use-
think about merchandise when
Yeah.
you do your branding.
Yeah.
Build-A-Bear, if you're listening, and I know you are, feel free to email us at hutch@theinternet.business.
So my favorite thing is that we did actually used to call Hutch and Jugs hugs.
Yeah.
When did we do that?
We did that one day.
When I was drunk.
Yeah, probably. Well, speaking of drunk, let's go ahead and get into our first topic. Jairus, what do you got for us today?
Are you trying
So-
to say Jairus is drunk?
At the time
Whoever
of-
made this movie is.
That's totally not straight vodka.
All right, y'all. Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, came out on February 14th.
Sure did.
2020. It has a 93 on Rotten Tomatoes from all audiences and a 54 from critics.
Okay.
Let's
Chili dogs.
have chili dogs
Chili
and
dogs.
talk about Sonic the movie.
I'm actually
Right.
really hungry now, so this is perfect.
I haven't eaten.
There's ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise for...
Here,
I don't know what
get
kind of
me-
monsters you are.
I'll get me and Hutch prepared over here.
Okay. Brittany.
So I am the weird.
What the fuck?
The chili's on the bottom.
What?
There's chili on it. It's underneath.
That's a sad amount of chili.
You're
Can we
just
zoom in
getting,
on
like,
that sad amount of chili?
Yeah, it's.
Oh, I would have been... I would have called Dr. Sheets.
Look, there we go.
I'm going to add some mustard to my chili
Yeah,
dog.
I'm going to have mustard too.
Ketchup for me.
Ketchup.
I've never had a Sheetz hot dog. I'm a little nervous
There-
about this.
It's
They're
not
okay.
great. No. I'm going to disagree. Well, the chili
I feel
specifically
like my
is really
gag
bad,
reflex
The
is
chili
already
is not gonna
triggered.
be great.
So when I arrived and went out to grab something to eat, just like as a light snack, Bryan neglected to mention to me that there was a Sonic nearby. So I could have gone to Sonic and gotten Sonic chili dogs for us to talk about
Can you open
Sonic.
this for me, please?
Yeah, I'll use.
That's
man
okay. I
hands.
made up for it by taking Brittany out for a date on Valentine's Day to Sonic to get chili dogs and then go see Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
love that it was released on Valentine's Day.
I'm
Yeah.
so happy about
That's
it. Everyone had a date in
it
Sonic.
felt like they were narrow casting to you. Yeah.
So I wore my Sonic the Hedgehog earrings to it.
And a Sonic the Hedgehog shirt too.
Yeah.
That morning, I was like, "You gonna wear your Sonic the Hedgehog shirt?" He's like, "I'm not gonna be that guy." And then we came home from work,
I was
and
totally
it
that
changed.
guy. Okay, I was like, I'm putting my Sonic the Hedgehog earrings in, put my shirt on, and I debated wearing my stupid hat.
Yeah. So I went to see the movie with the only other person I know who is as big of a Sonic fan as you. Mm-hmm. My friend Natasha up in Colorado.
Oh, sweet.
And yeah. So I am curious to hear everyone's opinion before I get into mine.
Well, The opinion I want to hear first is the person who saw it first. You saw it midnight screening before on the 13th, right?
No. Yes. Yeah. It was like 7, 6, or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
It was like a
second
Sonic
showing.
sneak peek.
You saw it before all of us, though.
Yeah. Whatever stands for the midnight showing.
Yeah.
I really liked it. For nostalgic purposes, as a standalone movie, it's fine. It's a kids movie, and it does what it needs to do for that. But like when it opened up, and I saw Echidna on screen, I was like, "Oh, okay, all right." So you're going.
I was
to get
really
there.
excited about the Echidna tribe.
Yeah.
We're getting into the Sonic-averse.
Yeah,
Sonic
it was really weird because it felt like the owl was like the only thing that was left behind from the old Sonic movie because it was more realistic than anything else. It wasn't Sonic-fied,
Yeah.
but like I was like, whatever. She's dead now.
So I really liked it too. I went into it thinking like, I don't know, it's a Sonic movie. Like it could be totally trash. We'll see. I always thought all along if they were kind of self-aware of Sonic, then it would be good. And they kind of just played with that, and they did. And yeah, like, I feel like it was a really great kids movie.
Yeah.
And I think that it was good for people who are fans of Sonic.
Yeah.
And it was also good for people like me who are not that big of fans. Like, you know, like I don't know any Sonic lore or anything like that, but I still really enjoyed the movie too.
Brian, as our Sonic lore expert, how did it hold up in comparison to the lore?
So obviously it's its own thing.
Yeah.
It's its own beginning. It's
Do you
its
think
own origin
Do you think
story.
they made the right choice in approaching it from that way and eschewing a lot of the canon?
I'm pretty sure that was the best way for them to make a movie.
Okay.
Because the majority of people that went to go see this movie either have never played a Sonic game or don't know what the hell
Have
Sonic
never
is.
been to DeviantArt.
Yes. So they needed like its own origin story. Also, there's like 6 of them in Sonic lore anyways.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Right.
Like Sonic lore is cool, but whatever. And 2 out of 6 are cool.
Were you sad that they didn't have the Chaos Gemworlds?
So I'm hoping that they'll do a sequel with added additional characters, and maybe they'll do like the Chaos Emeralds.
I think that they will, because when you look at that map, when he's trying to figure out which planet to go to next, there was a big Master Emerald on there.
Really, well, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I felt like it was Easter egg heavy.
Yes.
And like,
Yeah, definitely.
if you're watching this video, you're aware that there were gonna be spoilies. I personally, I had a really good time with it, and I know I'm a grump and don't give a shit about Sonic, but it was fun.
Yeah.
And it was delightful for a video game movie to remember that it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed that it wasn't trying. 'Cause a lot of like the 3D Sonic games, they get really edgy.
Yeah.
And they
With
try,
the guns and the motorcycles and shadow.
they try to be like
A serious
too
story.
edgy for like teens.
They
or
drank a
something.
lot of Mountain Dew.
Yeah, and I appreciate that they didn't do that with this movie.
Yeah.
I would like to see like if they decide to bring like Shadow or somebody in. Like it would be really funny to see Shadow and they make him edgy and then everyone else is not, and they kind of are like, what the fuck
is this
what
guy
is this
talking
guy?
about?
I feel like they would do that.
Maybe like a third one.
We'll
or
save the
something.
ultimate life
Kind
form
of-
for the third one. Yeah.
Kind of like in Enter the Spider-Verse, the Nick Cage Spider-Man, the Spider-Man noir, who's just in an entirely different movie.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
So the fact the movie ends with Tails coming out of a ring and looking for Sonic, but the best thing they ever did about the whole thing was the casting for Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That was the number one best
really
thing
cool.
that salvaged this whole film. Not because he did a great, amazing performance. He did a Jim Carrey performance.
Right. And that's what Dr. Eggman needs.
Yeah.
Because he's a weird character.
Yeah.
And Sonic played off him so well because it made him not just like wild and goofy and whatnot. There was some actual like, oh wow, this guy wants to turn Sonic into goo and study him.
Yeah.
It made him like, oh, Sonic's actually trying to stay alive.
Yeah.
And there was like a couple of good sentimental moments because of that.
And I think it
Surprisingly
has to be
sentimental.
hard for an actor to play to somebody in a green suit or holding a tennis ball rod, which is how that shit gets made. Like, and Andy Serkis wasn't involved with this, and so they were literally like probably just holding a tennis ball. I think there was somebody, like maybe a small child, standing on set.
They had a 4 foot tall Sonic statue action figure that they moved around. I'm not kidding.
So that's awesome.
So it's fucking. You need a special kind of actor who can play against that. And Jim Carrey is the perfect choice for it because he doesn't give a shit if he's talking to anyone. He's just doing Jim Carrey.
And Cyclops as well.
Yeah. And James Marsden is a phenomenal actor, and I was really amused by this thing that he did.
I think James Marsden was a great first movie character.
Yeah.
That being said, I can see him being in the first 5 to 15 minutes of the second movie, and we never see him again.
Yeah.
He gets killed off. Yeah.
Well,
He gets killed off.
Poochie died on his way back to his planet. The thing that kind of stuck with me, though, is that it is not formulaic. So it had a lot of formulas and patterns associated with other movies, but really they made Sonic, Act 1 of Sonic is a buddy cop movie.
Yeah.
Act 1 and 3 is a buddy cop movie. And then there's a road trip,
bucket list
thing. Kind of thing.
Bar fight
in the middle. And it is fucking wild that this movie got made, because if you look at it on paper, you're like, what the...
Yeah.
No one's going to give a shit, and you can't squeeze a movie out of all of these pieces. But somehow they fucking did.
Well, I think what really changed it was when they put out the movie that nobody gave a shit about.
Yeah.
And then they realized, a lot of people give a shit.
Yeah.
And then they hired a couple of people, and they rewrote some lines, and they just did just enough tweaks to not just make it an okay film. They made it a good film.
Yeah.
Not a great film, not a masterpiece, a fun kids film.
I don't think it's going to win any awards, but I super enjoyed it.
But it's a thing you might put on when you're crafting and chuckle at.
Yeah.
So my favorite thing about it, though, were just the tiny little tidbits for the older audience that did grow up with
Or
Sonic.
for the meme audience.
Yeah.
There was some meme shit.
So the Sonic,
Yes.
the crazy old guy,
That was my favorite part.
Yeah, that was amazing.
So
I got very thrilled when I saw that.
I got super
So
excited.
here's the worst thing. I was asleep during that scene.
Oh.
So my medication kicked in
Fell
right before.
asleep on Valentine's Day.
Did.
I was so mad. So
Look, you saw that and you looked over.
The day that I was like, okay, this year I'm going to take you out for Valentine's Day. We're going to go to Sonic. We're going to get stupid chili dogs. We're going to watch guys come in and out of Harris Teeter last minute buying their girlfriends or whatever, flowers and balloons. We're going to go to the theater. We're going to watch Sonic, and it's going to be great. Well, he took his medication right before we went in, and there's one pill that makes him super sleepy. He takes it at bedtime. Well, this dum-dum took it before the movie. So when Sonic came across the screen, I was like, whoa. I whipped my head over to look at him, and he's like... and I'm like, are you sleeping right now? We're here for you.
Your entire life has prepared you for this moment.
And then he snapped awake, and I could see every now and then he would kind of snap again. But yeah, you did stay awake after the whole movie.
There was a couple moments right before that
you
where I was
missed
just
the Sonic picture.
yeah, I was pretty sad.
But I
about
just
that.
assumed that you'd probably go watch it again in theaters.
I'm going to see it again. I'm going to buy that Blu-ray.
Yeah.
You're going to buy it on every platform.
So,
Can I get this on the Genesis, please?
there are. I already know what
that
they're
would
calling
be
it.
That would be a good
That'd
release.
be a good little cash
I like the Game Gear, so I can take it anywhere.
There you go. They are calling it the Blue Blu-ray.
Wow.
Blue blur.
You're going to have to leave. I'm sorry.
Did Brian have a stroke in the middle of making that joke? Well, my and Brian, you might be in a similar position or of a similar opinion. My friend who's a big Sonic fan, when she walked out, she was just like, because like there's been a lot of bad Sonic shit.
Yes.
The Sonic fandom has been done dirty in a couple of different ways, and she was super jazzed to see that it was, as dumb as this is going to sound, that Sonic was treated with respect.
No, I agree, and I think that I think we both feel the same way about this. That it was the little tidbits and the like little homages to the obvious older audience that cared enough about it. For example, John Baptiste's cover of Green Hill Zone at the end was perfect.
Just
Yeah.
crying.
I was tearing up to fucking Green Hill Zone.
So I feel like a lot of Sonic fans have stuck with Sonic through thick and thin.
Yeah.
And they deserve to have something good
Yeah.
thrown their way. And I would say this is probably one of the best video game movies I've seen. And now that's not to say there's some video game movies out there that are so bad they're good. This one is just genuinely good.
So that was the
So-
thing. The last few video game movies have been phenomenal, in my opinion. Better than expected, and very financially successful.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, each one keeps becoming the best video game movie of all time.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, great. Yes, Sonic was, and it beat Detective Pikachu. Granted, I was surprised by that. But I'm glad that it did its thing. I'm glad it's successful. I'm glad it's overall liked.
Yeah.
And as a Sonic fan who is glad that there's not one more thing to add to the pile of bullshit that I'm ashamed to be a fan of, yes, I'm ecstatic that I
So
don't have to add
you're
this to
glad
Sonic 06.
that because when
I was going to like it no matter what.
Because when I
Yeah.
saw like what ended up being Robotnik's ship, I thought it was a pod, and I sincerely thought Shadow was going to be in it, or Metal Sonic,
Yeah.
Like
something weird.
Robosonic. What's his name?
They're all count. There's Mecha Sonic, Metal Sonic, and Silver Sonic. Silver's the
Oh
one
yeah,
in
some
Sonic
I
Sonic
think you're thinking of the Silver Surfer, the Herald of Galactus.
No, Silver Surfer is coming in when the Sonic Marvel crossover happens.
Oh, because if we have a Sonic cinematic universe, Disney's going to buy whatever company
Paramount
owns it,
is going to sell it.
and then
'cause
just like,
they've already sold them the Hulk. Why not Sonic too?
yeah.
This is totally a start of the Sega Cinematic Universe. You see that opening
I just
title
want-
card with Sega and all those games coming
Yes,
in,
I
making
was-
the
That was really cool.
collage.
So-
I just want Altered
really cool.
Beast as a super homoerotic homage to Conan the Barbarian.
If that was on like Netflix, I'd watch the shit. out of it.
Yeah.
So
Well, I wonder if Sega will do more movies now that this was very successful for them. I wonder.
Did the I hope so, especially since the logo that they used for the movie, like I imagine you had some feelings.
I leaned over to Brittany. I was like, "Did you see Sama de Amiga?"
I actually did. Yeah. And I was like, "Oh shit, Brian's going to lose his mind."
So I saw Sama de Amiga. I saw Space Channel 5. I saw Shenmue and Yakuza.
Skies of Arcadia.
Holy shit, Skies of Arcadia is on
Yes.
there? Wow, that's a deep cut.
Yeah.
But the like Sega,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Woo,
Yeah.
okay."
Yeah, that
was
is so
cool.
good.
Yeah.
I thought the ending credits were really cool too. All the little
Yeah,
art.
they
That
did
was-
a great job.
they did a
Even
really
the
good
rap
job.
song with the mumble rappers was pretty decent.
Yeah.
And I'm not a mumble rap
But
fan.
I loved the like 8-bit version. Or I don't know if it was 8-bit, but like 16-bit
16-bit, yeah,
or whatever.
16-bit.
16-bit version
Pixel art.
of the like whole movie basically played out in the
Yeah.
credits. That was really cool.
the
I
music
really
video
enjoyed that.
kind of spoiled that a little bit for me because it was basically that, but
Yeah,
it was still
okay.
great. I still love seeing
Well,
it.
they had a lot of other details in the credits version that they didn't
That's
put
true.
into it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
So I knew about Tails before we went in.
Oh,
I
no.
had seen like a headline or whatever,
Got
but
it spoiled.
I wasn't too upset about it. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. It'll be Tails at the end. And I thought Brian knew. And then when Tails popped up, he like lost his fucking mind. And I was like, okay, awesome.
I was so hyped. I
I was
went
so
oh
excited.
shit.
yeah. That was really
Like,
cool.
of course,
though.
I saw it come in. Like,
I was
a
hoping
a couple moments
like we saw
beforehand.
Ken. I was like, sure, you're going to put Tails in, right?
Yeah.
Like at the very end.
Yeah.
Tails was what got me super excited for a sequel
Hmm.
because there was Mushroom Hill Zone, and then the Robotnik with the Master Emerald. I was just like, we're getting the Sonic 3 story. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the best old school
Well,
Sonic
I
story.
hope Knuckles has a hat and an Australian accent.
Yes!
Or I'm going to be really disappointed in the sequel.
Absolutely. They did that finally for Sonic Sonic Boom. They gave him a hat and he spoke in an Australian accent for an episode.
That's great.
And it was perfect.
Oh man,
I can't. You guys have got to watch the
is
Sonic
the best
anime.
animated Sonic.
Anime.
I don't know if I have to.
One of my favorite things from the movie is actually the second mid-credit thing.
Oh yeah.
And it's actually what made me super excited for potential sequels. Because it like opens and it's Dr. Robotnik shaving his head, but he's shaving his head the way that Riddick from Pitch Black was shaving his head.
Yes.
And I'm so excited for whatever weird fucking energy Jim Carrey brings of like trying to channel Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Like there's something beautiful there.
Speaking
There's-
of Vin Diesel, we
speaking
have
of
to
Vin
talk
Diesel.
about Fast and Furious through that entire movie.
And how I am convinced that the government is listening to us through our microphones because of all the Olive Garden and Fast and Furious.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Like, what?
Between that and Zillow, it's like
I'm like, oh man, that
Brian,
was amazing.
If you think about it, Fast and the Furious is a live-action Sonic movie.
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
everyone's gotta go fast.
Well, they just had so many references, and they talked about Fast and Furious like 3 times in the film.
Yeah.
They were like, they were just like referencing like weird ass shit about family. I was just like,
It's the Rock president.
Also, Olive Garden. Yeah.
the Olive Garden bit at the end
I love
was
the
just the icing on
$50
the cake.
Olive Garden gift card for saving like the planet or whatever.
Thanks
Or
for your service. Here's endless salad and
Yeah.
super
And the
breadsticks.
guy who was like giving to them was so excited for the endless possible.
It was
He was
delightful.
excited for them.
Yeah. No, I like it isn't often that I look at a movie and I go, some writers had a really good time making this.
Like the writers were all up in our Twitter. So
I think everybody involved had a good time.
So we got really lucky because Tyson Heath got involved with the animation part of it.
Who was Tyson Heath?
Tyson Heath is Sonic fans' favorite like ownership of Sonic media. What he recently did the Sonic Mania Adventures, which is a bunch of hand-drawn little cartoons that are like very Looney Tunes but very Sonic too.
Okay.
He did the an intro video to Sonic Mania the game, which is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And he also got started making Sonic memes on the internet and then got picked up by Archie Comics to make Sonic comic books.
Oh, wow.
So
Nice.
So basically, he's had your dream life.
yeah, he got hired to do the Sonic redesign.
Oh.
And he worked. Oh, we're pretty much done. But
done.
I've got something else to add.
Okay, go ahead.
So I really liked how they catered to older fans by calling Robotnik.
Yes.
But then they were able to bring in the Eggman nickname because Sonic's
Cuckoo
always
Cuckoo.
giving like people in their town nicknames. Donut Lord.
Yeah. And he looked like an egg in that little pod ship he was in. So
yeah, that was cool.
it was good. It was an American way to get there.
Yeah. it was also like a solid way to do that thing that explains the universe with in a non-heavy,
Awkward way.
awkward way.
Yeah.
It's like compare that scene to the scene in Han Solo where Han Solo
Yeah, Han
gets
Solo.
no family solo.
That's so
That's
forced.
that's the difference. That's good execution versus bad
I
execution.
haven't seen it, but now I can't wait to see how terrible that's going to be.
I like the Han Solo film. I know me and you
I don't
disagree on
remember
this,
that part of Han Solo.
but it's so fucking weird.
Well, you have to have a backstory about how you get a name. It
don't
can't
think
just
you
be a
do.
name.
I don't think so. Well, I am glad. I will say that I'm glad that everyone went and saw this movie after everyone bitched about it and wanted the
Supported it.
Yes.
redesign. I'm glad that they went and supported it.
Me
It's,
too.
it's made good
That
money.
shit is hard work. So.
I haven't. I didn't look up how much money it's made and how much money it cost. Brian, put that here.
okay,
Wow, that's good.
that did
really
really
amazing.
well.
Wow, that's a lot
Wow.
of money.
I can't wait for the
or
sequel.
maybe not enough.
Or-
but I think it did well. So yeah,
Let's find out next time.
on Dragon Ball Sonic.